One night in the forest, a deer is running desperately, as if being chased by something or someone. Nearby, her baby, called Sang Cancel, is playing in the woods when he suddenly sees his mother coming, with several wounds on her body. She tells the baby to run and the two of them make their way up a hill, with the mother deer pushing Sang, who lands safely on the other side. Unfortunately for her, a hand covered in shadows pulls her back and she disappears, leaving the baby alone. Sang cries for the loss of his mother, but several evil eyes appear around him and he is forced to flee. Years pass and the baby becomes a very fast deer, managing to escape even a tiger, which tries to devour him, but falls into a trap and is hit by a tree trunk. Meanwhile, in another part of the forest, a group of animals take the opportunity to swim in the lake around a beautiful waterfall. However, the fun is interrupted by a huge elephant called Gaja, who declares that he is the new owner of the lake and tells everyone to leave. As the waterfall is the main source of water, the forest animals ask for help when they find Sang. They tell him the whole situation and ask for his help in driving Gaja away, because in return, the deer will have all the food and comfort at once. Sang accepts the mission, and together with the gang, he goes to talk to Gaja and orders the elephant to leave the lake in peace. However, this only makes Gaja angry, and with his trunk, he sucks up all the water in the lake and fires a powerful blast at the animals. Using a leaf as a shield, Sang manages to block the attack, but the rest of the group become afraid of the elephant and leave him alone. Nevertheless, the little deer challenges Gaja to a showdown, and if he wins, the elephant must leave the lake. However, if Sang is defeated, the whole jungle will belong to Gaja and the animals will have to obey his every command. Before accepting the challenge, Sang is summoned by the herd, who warn the deer not to do this, as no animal in the forest has managed to defeat the elephant. Nevertheless, Sang tries to come up with a plan when he sees a group of ants walking towards the anthill. The little deer then goes there and asks for the help of Semet, the queen of the ants, who agrees to do this in order to give the lake back to the animals. She then confronts Gaja, who at first laughs at the ant, but then accepts the challenge and makes a huge leap towards the clouds. Then the elephant begins to fall rapidly, as if it were a torpedo launched at full speed. Still, the ant queen is undeterred, and with the help of one of her soldiers, she launches herself in the opposite direction. The two opponents are about to collide, but Semet disappears into thin air and the elephant crashes into the forest, causing a huge explosion. Afterwards, Gaja believes that the ant didn't even touch him and celebrates his victory. However, this was all part of Sang's plan, because before they collided, the queen entered the elephant's trunk and began to sting inside it. The elephant becomes desperate and tries to get rid of the ant, but ends up crashing into the rocks and falls to the ground, with no strength left to fight. With this victory, the animals can return to the lake and everyone sings and dances, thanks to Sang's ingenious plan.